You are on Triple J with Hing and Jordan. And last year, we spoke to them. They were all about fear. F, everything, and run. And let's see if they're still running. It's Stand Atlantic. They've had a huge 2022, but now they're back in 2023 with brand new music. And we're joined by Bonnie from the band right now. Bonnie, how's it going?
G'day. I'm hungover and good. How are you?
Why are you hungover? What's been going on?
It was the last show of the tour in Japan, but they sell these cans here that are like $2 and very alcoholic. And I had a few, so...
Whereabouts in Japan are you now?
We're in Tokyo right now.
Oh,
we're staying in a little house.
Yeah, I hope this isn't an I don't want to expose you or anything, but you're clearly in bed. You're doing this interview from bed, and there are various members of the band and the entourage around.
It's the crack of dawn, Hing. Have some sympathy.
How have the Japan shows been, though?
Honestly, I don't think any of us expected them to be this way. They are so nuts. But it's weird because, like, between the songs, everyone's very, very quiet and polite. But then during the songs, they just go absolute, like, it's just carnage.
Yeah, right.
So it's like this dichotomy of like, oh, I'm scared to say anything because it's so quiet in here. But then when the songs go on, it's like, yeah, let's go.
Hell
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Did you know before you went over there? Because there's that whole meme of being big in Japan and stuff. But did you know before you went over there that, like, you had such passionate fans in Japan?
No. No idea. We just got here and we were like, what? Our bassist Mickey, he speaks like Japanese, and I think he had an inkling. Like on Twitter, he'd see tweets like in Japanese, obviously, and be able to read them. And he was like, yeah, like people in Japan like really like us. We should go. And I think we were all just like, we're like 5 people. Like, who cares? When we get here, we're like, oh my God. So yeah, it's been an insane experience. We're so happy to be here, and we'll be back again hopefully soon.
Yeah, it must be a pretty insane feeling as well once everybody starts singing along to all the songs that you're doing, and you're like, who are you?
Literally, where the hell have you been? Little sneakies.
Well, let's chat about this brand new song. It's called Kill Her, Killer. Actually, how are we supposed to say it? Kill her? Kill her?
I mean, look, I'm lazy, so I say killer.
Killer, love it.
But it is killer, I guess. But killer is fine. Killer is fine.
Because it's like, I read a quote where you were talking about how it's kind of about self-sabotage and stuff. Is that like something you've, I guess, dealt with or experienced in your life?
Yeah, I just deal with a lot of like self-doubt, and I feel like I start kind of denying good parts about myself as well because I'm like overthinking, and I just feel like that ends up being a case of like murdering parts of yourself because you constantly try and change, or like self-growth is important, but shouldn't like come to the detriment of like the good parts about yourself. You should be able to like still notice what is good and what maybe you do need to work on. But I don't know.
I feel like I need to apologize to you for asking you about your feelings when you're this hungover.
I think I have to apologize for actually talking about him. So it's all good.
So before we put on this brand new track, is there anything else you want people to know about it before we hit play?
We got a hate comment about it saying, stop experimenting with new sounds. I told him to get bent. So yeah.
I second that.
Back with Bonnie from the band after this. You're on Triple J. There you have it for the very first time. And look, the texts are flooding through on 0439 757 555. Gabs from Marrickville saying, been waiting for this track for ages. Stand Atlantic can do no wrong. Someone else texting saying, about to go for a surf, but had to wait to listen for the new Stand Atlantic song, banger after banger. And I love this one from Jen in Bendigo who says, I love Bonnie. I'm also hungover in bed. You are with Jordan and Hing on Triple J. And you're also joined by Bonnie from Stand Atlantic.
Amazing. So you're in Japan now and then you're off to the States. But have you got any plans to tour Australia?
Yeah, of course.
Feels like there's not a lot on the website there. It's a lot of unannounced stuff.
I feel like a mum asking if you're coming home for Christmas. Like, anyway, you've been doing a lot of travelling, but when are you coming home?
That's what my mom asks when I'm leave. When will you be back? And I'm like, I'm actually sorry, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got to be like, Mum, call my people. I don't know.
No, we will definitely be back to Australia this year. We're planning it as we speak, so don't fret, little babies.
Okay,
All good.
cool. So anyone who was planning on flying to the States to see Stand Atlantic, I mean, you can do that as well, but maybe they'll be here later on in the year as well. And this brand new track then, is it part of like something bigger, a new album? Can you talk about that at all?
I don't know yet. That's the thing. That is something I don't know because we are still like writing and figuring everything out. So I don't want to say too much or anything. And I also don't know enough to say anything. So, for now, it stands alone. This is a one-time kahuna.
Because you're doing so many live shows, have you been playing it live?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Special. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Now that it's coming out, will it feature in the sets, do you think? Or
I mean, yes. I'm just going to say yes. Why do I have to be cryptic? Yes, of course it is. That'd be so stupid not to.
you're like, no, we actually don't know how to play it.
Like, oh, you have to come get a ticket to see. No, we're playing it.
Well, Bonnie from Stand Atlantic, please, stay hydrated out there, and
Oh yeah.
And thanks so much for taking the time to chat to Triple J.
Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure.
Bonnie.
I'm a killer.